So the last thing that we need to do is that we need to display the bookings, all of the bookings that I have made or somebody has booked. So to do that, we need to create a route first. I'm going to create a route. I'm going to open up the web here. I'm going to open up the web. And then in the web, I'm going to create a new route. I'm going to create here a new route. I'm going to say route and then post. Actually, get. We don't need a post. I'm going to say get. And then I'm going to say my bookings. And then I'm going to say comma and then project controller class my bookings. And then the name is going to be my bookings. And finally, we need to use the middleware because we don't want anyone to access this unless they are logged in. Now we need to create a function called my bookings. So in the project controller, I'm going to create a function here. I'm going to say project. I'm going to say public function, and then my bookings, and then request. And then we need to get all of the bookings that belong to me or to somebody who is logged in, who is using the system. To do that, we just need their ID, because by using their ID, if I have my ID or somebody's ID, I will be able to use that ID to get all of the appointments that they made, that they booked. So I'm gonna say here booking, and then where, and then user ID. We need to use the user ID in order to get, by knowing the user ID, I will be able to get all bookings that belong to a specific user. So by using the user ID, and to get the user ID, we need to use the auth and then user ID, and then ID, and then we just need to say here get. This is gonna get us all of the bookings that belong to somebody, one person, only one person. I'm gonna say here bookings. So bookings is gonna be equal to booking, where user ID is equal to the logged in user ID, and then get. And then we just need to return. I'm gonna say return, and then view, and then I'm gonna create a view called my bookings, and then I'm gonna return the bookings in an array. I'm gonna say bookings is equal to bookings. That's it. Now we need to create the bookings view. So in the view, I'm gonna open up the view. Let me close all of these. Here in the views, I'm gonna create a new file, and I'm gonna name it bookings.blade.php. And we need to add add code to it. And the code is gonna be very, very similar to the appointments, because I'm gonna display the bookings in a table. So I'm gonna copy the code from the appointments, and then I'm gonna paste it in the bookings. But we need to change a few things. First of all, here at the top, we need to display, instead of appointments, I'm going to say bookings, my bookings. And here in the table columns, we need to display, for the bookings, we need to display the appointment ID, the department name, and the department date, and also the booking ID. So the booking ID first, and then the appointment ID second. Here I'm going to say appointment ID, and here you can say booking ID, so that you don't confuse the user. Booking ID and appointment ID, and then the department name, department name, and then appointment date. Here, appointment date. So here I'm gonna loop over the bookings. So here I'm gonna say bookings, and then as booking, and then here I'm gonna say booking ID, and then booking appointment ID, and then the department department name, and finally the date. So I'm gonna here say TD, and then double curly braces, and then booking. Here, by the way, it should be booking, and then department name, and then here booking, and finally appointment date. And there is no appointment taken, so I'm going to remove all of this. I'm going to remove all of this code. And you just need to keep, of course, the end for each. Don't remove this end for each. Now let me save and let me head on over to the browser to test. So let me again check this one more time. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and here 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me now refresh, and we need to go here / and then my booking or my bookings. And now here it doesn't exist, so we have a problem. Let me check one more time. The URL was my bookings. Here I should add / so here don't forget the / here / and let me refresh. Now it should work. So as you can see here, we have the booking ID, the appointment ID, the department name, and the year. So we have a problem here with the table. So we should here in the bookings, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, and here row